Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking what is easily one of the purest, most compelling underdog stories happening in international football right now. We're talking about the White Wolves. That's the Uzbekistan national football team, and their absolutely historic journey to their very first World Cup in 2026. If you're a fan of tactical breakdowns, or you just love seeing a nation rise up to the global stage, you are going to love this one.
So, to really grasp the magnitude of this, think about the number 36 million. That's the population of Uzbekistan, and practically every single one of those 36 million people has been waiting for this exact moment since the country gained its independence way back in 1991. After decades of agonizing near misses, the White Wolves have finally broken through.
Okay, let's dive right into this 30-year wait, from all that heartbreak straight to the ultimate triumph.
Because to truly appreciate this debut, we've got to look at the long, grueling road that got them here. Since that 1991 independence, there have been massive highs and devastating lows. They actually tasted some early glory by winning the miracle gold at the 1994 Asian Games, and they peaked continentally with a really solid fourth-place finish at the 2011 Asian Cup. But the World Cup, it just kept eluding them. So many agonizing near misses, that is, until June 5th, 2025. Exactly 1 year ago today, they went to Abu Dhabi and ground out a monumental 0-0 draw against the UAE. That clean sheet mathematically sealed their ticket.
Now, I want to quickly dispel a myth that's been floating around. People are saying Uzbekistan only made it because the 2026 tournament expanded to 48 teams. Honestly, that's completely false. Under their former coach, Timur Kapadze, they went on an absolute tear. 6 wins, 3 draws, and just 1 single defeat. Racking up a dominant 21 points in qualifying means they would have easily qualified even under the old 32-team format. Make no mistake, they earned this the hard way.
Which brings us to the Italian mastermind now pulling the strings, Fabio Cannavaro.
So, despite Kapadze's literally historic qualification run, the federation made a massive and frankly pretty controversial pivot in October 2025. They brought in the legendary 2006 World Cup winning defender Fabio Cannavaro. Why? To completely professionalize their defensive structure. His philosophy is beautifully honest. He says it's all about discipline and taking chances rather than high pressing. He knows his squad can't outrun a juggernaut like Portugal for a full 90 minutes, so instead he's bringing a super pragmatic Italian catenaccio influence straight to Central Asia.
Now what's really interesting here is how Cannavaro translates that philosophy into a tactical blueprint on the pitch. He runs a really tight 3-4-2-1 system. You've got 3 center backs forming a deep defensive wall, and they're shielded by a double pivot in midfield. Then, when they lose the ball, the 2 wingbacks drop deep, instantly creating a super compact 5-man defensive line. It's essentially a low block designed to completely suffocate elite opposition without exhausting his own players. That leaves 2 creative drifters up the pitch to feed a single target man whenever they counterattack.
But of course, a system like that needs the right players. Let's look at the shield and the spear of this squad.
Because a system is literally only as good as the players executing it, right? And Uzbekistan is relying heavily on 2 absolute generational talents to make this work. Defensively, the shield is 22-year-old Abdukodir Khusanov. He's a 47 million euro center back for Manchester City. He brings genuine world-class defensive potential to the table though. Well, his lack of match sharpness over in England is definitely Cannavaro's biggest headache right now. On the flip side, the spear up top is their captain, Eldor Shomurodov. With 90 caps and 44 goals, the 6'3" Bakshashir striker is a lethal, seasoned veteran who knows exactly how to finish European-level chances.
However, if we look past those star names, a pretty glaring weakness starts to show. Sure, they have elite talent and creative sparks, like their brilliant 22-year-old midfielder Abbosbek Fayzullaev. But the overall squad depth, it kind of drops off a cliff. A massive 60% of the squad relies entirely on the domestic Uzbek league. And crucially, all 3 of their goalkeepers play domestically. Facing down some of the best attackers in the world without having that elite weekly club experience, yeah, that's going to be a severe test for them.
Speaking of world-class attackers, let's talk about Group K and the absolute giants standing in their way.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive competitive gulf we're talking about here. First up, you have Portugal, ranked 5th in the world, bringing elite possession-based talent. Then there's Colombia, ranked 13th, a team that will absolutely punish you with their lethal attacking transitions. And don't forget DR Congo, ranked 46th. They're making their first return since 1974 and bringing some intense physicality. Then there's Uzbekistan, the lowest ranked team in the group at number 50, the only debutante, and relying pretty much entirely on that disciplined, deep block we just talked about to survive.
So the million-dollar question, can they actually survive this gauntlet?
Well, here is Cannavaro's master plan laid out. Step 1. Frustrate Colombia down in Mexico City on June 17th. The goal there isn't necessarily to win, it's just to survive the sheer attacking flair of guys like Luis Diaz. Step 2. Endure Portugal in Houston. Just limit the margin of defeat against a massive tournament favorite. But Step 3. This is the absolutely crucial one. Target DR Congo for the win in Atlanta on June 27th. If they can grab 3 points there, they have a very genuine mathematical chance to advance as a top third-place team.
Which leaves us with this final thought. Will the White Wolves shock the world? Look, mathematically, objectively speaking, a group stage exit is probably the most likely outcome for a debuting nation facing this caliber of opposition. But do not count them out. This is a team with literally nothing to lose. They have an entire nation behind them and a highly organized defense led by an Italian mastermind. They could absolutely orchestrate an unforgettable underdog upset. Keep your eyes on Uzbekistan. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.